Alright, so this is the tomoquads, what's it called? The evo-h. And it's a hex. It's a 2.5 inch is what this one is. It also comes as a 2 inch as well. You got a choice between 2 inch or 2.5 inch. I'm not sure what the size is on the 2 inch. How do you even measure these? I don't even know how I would measure it. What, from here to there maybe? Let's see. From the front motor to the back motor we got about 140. Actually more like 143. 143 millimeters from there to there. So, you know, it's not tiny. I'm sure the 2 inch is probably, you know, around 120 something. Let's see how thick it is. 2.5. That's pretty good. That's what I like to see. At least 2.5 on a 2.5 inch. I like what Tomo's doing with the special edition frames that he's doing, where you get the silver top plate, because I really like this silver carbon. It looks so nice. And I love how it's just the top plate, you know, and the bottom plate's regular. It makes it look so nice. Classy. So that's kind of what it's going to look like. Something like that. You know what I was thinking when I saw this for the first time? I was thinking, where is the 4-in-1s? I mean the 6-in-1s. Where's the 6-in-1 ESCs? There isn't any. That would be pretty sweet though. A 6-in-1 ESC. Yeah, not a lot of choices. I know some people will do like a 4-in-1 and then add 2 ESCs. If you had the room, you could probably even just take 2 4-in-1s and stack them up. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I just went with the single ESCs. These SpeedX 20 amps, they're real small, so they'll fit on here no problem. You can see it's just a tiny bit wider than the arm, not much at all. If you look from the bottom, it only just barely, it's just a sliver on each side that sticks out. So that's going to be fine. One thing I noticed, let me grab some other ESCs. So they fit on all the 4 of the back arms just fine. But the front, it's going to be damn near impossible to be able to fit it on the top of the arm. Because see, here's where the standoff goes. So it's got to be about right there. I mean, it's just not going to work. It'll work just fine on the bottom. No problem. So, and then the other thing too, the thing that I was going to do was just, so here's the other parts I went with. I'm using a Maytech PDB. It's the FC Hub A5, and this is specifically made for the Maytech F405 Mini. So on the F405 Mini, it has a little thing, same as on this one. You won't be able to see it though, because I got it on the bottom. Yeah, you can't see it, but there's this little thing, kind of like how the Runcam Split has, where you got a ribbon cable that goes in and then you just click it down and it locks it in. It has one of these on there, and there's also one on the F405 Mini, and it just goes from here up to the flight controller, and then you hook everything up to the PDB, and it goes through the ribbon cable up to the FC. So pretty cool. But I'm using the F411 Mini, and it doesn't have that. So the thing I really like about this PDB though is that it has the 30x30 holes and 20x20 holes. So that's pretty cool. So, and this frame also has 30x30 and 20x20 holes, as you can see, 30x30 and 20x20. So I mounted the 30x30, mounted the PDB down, and I added little 20x20 standoffs standoffs in the 20x20 holes for the flight controller, and I made them kind of tall, so that way I can fit both of the front ESCs are gonna fit in between the PDB and the flight controller. So they're just gonna stack up like this on top of each other, and then the flight controller will go on, and so there won't be nothing on the front arms. I think it's gonna look good. There'll be, you know, ESCs on all 4 of the back arms and then nothing on the front 2. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool looking. It comes with, I believe these are 25mm standoffs. Let me check. Yeah, they're 25. So yeah, 25mm standoffs, M3 nylon. It also comes with arm protectors, and these ones are awesome. I like these ones. They just go on there really nice. They're a nice fit. They're nice and thick, nice TPU, printed very well. And they go on there real nice. They're nice and snug. I mean, they won't come off from just shaking it, you know. So, and they do what they're supposed to do. And then you also get the camera mounts, which go over the standoffs on the front here. There's 2 different kinds in the bag. I don't know if this is a new kind that Tomo designed, but I like this one. And then there was another kind. Oh yeah, in here. Just the normal kind that you see on all the other frames, like this, that just go over the standoffs. These are actually round though, they're not hexagon like the standoffs, so these are probably made for some aluminum M3 standoffs that are round, you know. And then also comes with this piece, and I'm not sure what this is supposed to be for, but I do know that it goes on the top plate, just like that. I'm not sure what this hole back here is for, because it goes right over this hole in the top plate. Kind of cool though. This top plate is 1.5mm thick. I can't get you the weight because I have all this stuff on here, so felt pretty light. You're gonna have a different weight on this compared to a regular 4-armed frame. It's probably a little bit heavier, but you also have 2 more motors. So, what else? Oh, it's got this back here. So I colored this with a Sharpie. I think it turned out pretty nice. Coloring TPU with Sharpie works really good. It always works good for me. But this is your antenna tube holder. And I think that's all. You get these little TPU spacers, some long M3 screws and nuts. The other things I'm using on this frame, I don't want to say the motors because I want the motors to be a surprise, because this is for a friend of mine that I'm building for him. But you already know I got the F411 Mini, the Speedix ES 20 amp, Aero Micro Pro, and Unify Pro. Everything's Pro. Oh, you also get this little piece. I've seen this on other frames, other Tomo frames too. It goes underneath, just like this, and it protects the camera in the front. You know, the arms protect you out here, and then it hit a branch or something like that. That's going to protect the camera up front. Works pretty well. Feels pretty stiff. Pretty good. Oh, the other thing too is I don't know if he had this done or not, but there's no sharp edges at all. It doesn't seem like it's chamfered, but it's just not. It's not sharp. It's nice and soft, so it feels real nice. So yeah, that should do it. There's slots for the battery strap as well, and they're in a pretty good spot. You can either use the slots or you could go through the whole frame if you're using a little bit bigger battery. I would guess that for this 2.5 inch with some 1105, 1106, you're probably gonna want like probably a 850, 3 or 4S depending on what motors you're using. I think a 850 would be just right. What else? I think that's about it. Yeah, that should do it. So any questions, comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching.